Hey! Time, Tim. Hey! Tim! Go!
Listen to your father, listen to your brother. Take every chance that comes, maybe you'll find someone. You don't need to argue, you just need each other.
How you doing, Jack?
Last week, when I did the breaks, it was a tough day out, all round AC.
Bev, she's my best friend. A lot of us hang around together, but I think me and Bev are very close. A lot of people say we look a lot like, and we act like sisters. She's got a car, so we go everywhere it can. If Bev needs doing that, then I'll do it.
So I doubt you're passing MOT, probably fairly, because brake fluid's going onto your brakes, so they're not working, that's why they've gone all black. Shouldn't be that dear. You get the kit, put it on, it should work. Unless you'll have to get a new one of these, a full new one. But I doubt that.
Let's go and get one then.
Yeah.
Eric, Mike Collins, Cowley High School. All right, fine, how are you? Further to the meeting we had last week, yeah? You left us in a situation whereby you were looking at the financial implications of those 60 pupils being involved in VEC.
I was appointed to the school last September as technology coordinator, which involves coordinating technology.
Yeah, and it can definitely go ahead now. Right, well done, Eric, I'm proud of you for that. Okay. Next thing is the actual programme of activities.
I can always remember at college, one of the lecturers said that technology teachers have to be polished scroungers.
Catering, that kind of thing.
You have to make do with lots of things that other people are throwing away, and you continually have to be on the lookout for second-hand things.
Right, so they'll still be involved in the practical activities. There's enough money available to pay for that? Wonderful. Wonderful, Eric. Okay. Softwood, to protect that, we'd usually paint it. Yeah? So when we say wood, I mean there's lots of different kinds of wood. I mean there you've got a hardwood, a softwood, you've got chipboard, you've got plywood. Thin plywood though, glued together for strength, like that. All right.
To organise activities that brought junior school pupils into the school for them to see it.
That you've been doing, okay?
They can come into the school for a day, spend a day in the technology area, looking at computers, going into a food room, going into a workshop, doing some materials testing, getting a feel for the school, the staff, and seeing how they like it.
Just get it out of it. My brother's come, his name's Alan. He's got the same eyesight problem as me. When it comes to visits, a few people out of the first year are going to guide them around the school.
That one switches on. That one switches on. That's to make it darker and bright. That's to make it bigger and smaller.
Just a minute, ladies, can we just
Once again, do you write it up one way and then it's not as easy as you go? Go on, keep going. You just do your writing up all that day.
Now, was that easier than the wood or harder?
Harder.
Harder. And was it easier than metal?
Easier.
Easier. Well, write that down.
See ya. This is where I sit here. The lockers are usually at the back of the room. My locker is up at the bottom in the corner.
When I've said your mixture's ready, you're going to press that button and out will pop, literally pop, the beaters. Scrape off the extra mixture and then spoon the mixture from the bowl into your cake cases. Okay?
No, I don't want to use one.
No finger licking, no fingers in your bowl.
Making sure, look. Nearly ran out. How many have you done? Got 10.
You think your cakes are ready for the oven because you haven't done again? Just when you come out, we need oven gloves because it gets very hot. Yours is on the lower shelf. Alright?
Watch your fingers.
What's this, Carl?
What? That?
Yeah.
It's called an electrical conductivity test.
Righty-o.
Righty-ho. Okay. Let's have a look.
I like the phrase, education comes 10 years too soon for most people. I like the rogues that are at school now, who you're continually pushing and prodding and perhaps making toe the line. In 5 or 10 years' time, you may be looking at somebody who's streetwise, well motivated, and doing something very well in society.
Write down which you think is the hardest and the easiest to solve.
Excuse me. What's your weight?
That admissions tutor was bound to ask us, why do we want to go to Oxford? Why do we want to be a doctor?
Yeah. What do you think they'll say about doing French?
No, they've said as long as it's 60%, well, in most places, as long as you need chemistry, that's just, well, you definitely need chemistry.
My name's Catherine Conqueror. I'm in the lower sixth, doing 3 A-levels, chemistry, biology, geography. My main aim in life is to be a doctor and basically to be a good doctor.
Like dance or actual art. It says contact the admissions tutor.
What time are we leaving?
9.
9. Soon after 9, coffee.
My name's Andrew Kwasnicki and I'm a lower sixth pupil at Cowley. I do 4 A-levels, maths, chemistry, physics and biology. In the future I'd like to go to university to become a doctor.
If you put him a really hard question, he might get dead touchy or something.
So what are you going to ask the admissions tutor tomorrow?
I want to find out what the advantages are of like applying to like a college like Oriel, just like medium in size. It's one of the medium ones.
Fortunately, very recently I've just managed to get another post down in Peterborough, so I'll be nearer the family home from next September. Since the turn of the year, we decided that really enough's enough. My wife was very pleased, obviously, when she knew I got the job. In fact, I was a little bit naughty because I actually went to the school where she's teaching as a part-time member of staff. When I got to the classroom, I asked her to come to the door, and I said, "It's okay, I've got the job." And in spite of all the children being there in her class, she actually flung her arms around me and said, "Well done, it's great, it's great."
Right, okay then, Jackie, come on. Take a seat.
And they start off each section with a load of easy questions to build your confidence up. And then you get towards the end of each section, and the questions get harder and harder, and you can hear the stopwatch ticking away, and it's like, oh.
We've been going out for that long. It's just accepted.
Going out with each other for 18 months. So, I think if people aren't used to it by now, they never will be.
Oh, that's the one.
If they say, where's Catherine? They just say, she's with Andrew. Or where's Andrew? She's with Catherine. Find Andrew, you find Catherine, basically.
It's Cowley School. It's Cowley School, yeah. Can I have a minute here when I'm talking about the route? Right.
Andrew Kwasnicki.
Kwasnicki.
I would apply to either Oxford or Cambridge. Although, if I was offered a place, I probably wouldn't go. I think I'd quite enjoy pulling out to my kids in like a few years' time and saying, look, I could have gone if I'd have wanted.
Your name, please? You're in staircase 12, room 3. Don't go away, there'll be somebody who'll show you where your room is.
12, room 3.
Yeah.
Are you all interested in medicine, or is it just you, Andrew? Two of you. Right. You know that medicine at Oxford's different from medicine at any other medical school in that it's a 6-year course. We have something called the BA honours degree, which is mandatory. But this is your first time you've come to Oxford? Your first impressions?
I'm expecting a lot of trouble because I come from a comprehensive school, not a private school. That spurs me on even more to prove to them that I'm capable.
Yeah, we'll be starting clinical in September at the John Radcliffe Hospital.
Is there a lot of problem with clinical places?
It's quite competitive. The John Radcliffe Hospital is supposed to be one of the best medical schools for clinical medicine in the country.
That's our first quad, by the way. This is lead on to our second quad here.
First impressions, I didn't like Oxford at all. It was too well built up, perhaps. Not enough greenery around.
Where's the other quad? There's the building you're staying in, it's like white with timber.
Here you are. It's quite a nice room, actually. You're overlooking third quad. It's the most sociable quad in college. And most noisy as well at night. There you are.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Somebody in there?
That's somebody's room who's still here at the moment. Just a mess as usual. No, she's a biologist. She's, I think, in a field or forest looking at insects on trees or something.
Fun. I got there and I thought, not bad. It's quite good, this really. And then I actually went into the room and I just thought, I could never, ever live here for 3 years. And I just thought, oh no, this is awful. There wasn't a wardrobe or anything. It was just like a curtain across the wall. And I just thought, oh, this is unbelievable.
The room just seemed so bare and so tatty. But then later on, when I'd looked around everybody else's room, I realised what Shamim had said about it being one of the best rooms. She was totally right.
Shout out the window too.
It's one of the popular rooms in college.
And then when she said, oh, this is one of the best rooms, I nearly died. I thought, well, if this is one of the best, I'd hate to see the worst.
Is that yours or is that yours?
Why? Oh, somebody.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh dear.
Nice stuff.
This is massive.
Why? What's yours like?
Quite big, but not. Mine's like this. Is it?
And there's a girl who's in my room. She thinks it's just a mess. What's it like? Really bad.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. I've got to tell you that. With the results that you obtained, you haven't scored enough to be considered for either technician or mechanic. Okay? For service. The only thing I can suggest is that, as I said earlier, in the earlier interview, that you go back, take more GCSEs, yeah?
I've arranged for to do that.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, pass those, study hard, come back and retake the test in 12 months, and we'll see how we take it from there.
Does it have to be 12 months, yeah?
It has to be 12 months, yeah. If you have any questions or queries, don't hesitate to contact the office, and we're more willing to help you out.
Just gotta try harder next time. I've only just missed out, so it's a story of my life, just missing out.
Yeah.
Oh, darling. She's floating like a butterfly, so charming. Baby girl. She recognized the man in me. Number one of the world. There's something in her eyes like a spell getting me hypnotized. Oh, Lord. She gave me one smile, two smile, three smile. She got me going wild.
Worth more than diamonds and
so
pearls.
baby, don't change your style. Sweet oh no, no, love. Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby, till I lose control. Tease me with your love until I lose control. Become my body and soul. Oh, girl. Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby, till I lose control. Tease me with your love until I lose control.
I'm Gordon Macpherson, I'm a medical tutor here. Why don't you sit down and then we can get going. So, how are you finding Oriel?
It's just really different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything's so close. And in Birmingham it's so wide apart. It's different.
The aim of this session is for you to find out about medicine at Oxford and about medicine at Oriel.
About the subject combinations that you have to do medicine, I do chemistry, biology and French. Would I be at a disadvantage because I do the French instead of another science subject?
No. I think one of the things that we're looking for in medicine is people who've got a broad education. And so long as you've got the basic ability to cope with the scientific aspects of the course that you're going to be studying, then to have a third A level which isn't directly related to science can be an advantage.
Oriel really is if you like, is an old, small college, and it's a student community where I think we take about 70 odd people a year. So everybody knows everybody else. And now that's works very well for people who, feel perhaps a bit insecure because they can create a kind of family atmosphere where they know people and make close friends. Other people might find it a bit claustrophobic, because people know exactly what's going on the whole time.
Just going back to the choice of college, which colleges, I mean, if I as an advisor with very little knowledge, as I said, of the different colleges, are to advise, I mean, again, if it's not on a public school maintained sector choice, are there any sort of other criteria that the colleges, where they may, for example, Oriel looks to the northwest, it appears,
Your educational background, whether you come from a public school or from somewhere like Cowley, I don't think is really wholly relevant anymore in terms of college attitude to applicants. I mean, I think what we are looking at, certainly, and what other colleges are looking at is, what is this person like? Have they got the ability to do well in the kind of courses that we offer?
How au fait are you with the actual admissions procedure here?
Not very au
Not
fait,
at all.
no.
Well, what'll happen is that you've got to make the decision. So you'd come up and you'd have 2 interviews. You'd have one interview in here with me and with actually a clinician, because one of the fellows of the college is a transplant surgeon. So we get a real medic in to talk to you. And the other interview would depend on what your other exam subject was. We'd probably, certainly if you're doing biology, you'd have an interview with one of our biologists in college. And that interview would be more on the technical side of things that you've been doing, trying to see how you could think about biological problems. Whereas the interview that you'd have with me and Derek the surgeon would be much more on trying to find out about you as an individual, as a person, what kind of qualities you've got, how we think you'd actually fit into the Oxford Medical course.
When you carry out an interview, what do you look for in a medical student? Because, as I keep saying, most people who do apply are going to get good grades.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something that'll make them stick in your mind.
Somebody who's actually interesting and who's willing to talk in an interview about whichever way the interview goes on some subject, because in a tutorial situation later on you're going to be able to need to talk and to be able to discuss subjects and analyse problems quite rationally and intelligently. And also some dedication to the subject and to a career in medicine. It's very useful if you've had some experience in medicine, maybe working in casualty or talking to your GP or to some other doctors, so that you can tell us about that and tell us why you're interested in medicine and the sort of things which you'd like to be doing and which have interested you within your experience.
For my school, I'm the only person in our year in the whole of Oxford. Whereas you have some schools, some of these private schools, where people have got so many connections with other colleges, they can go around the whole time visiting friends. But with medicine, anyway, you meet people in other colleges, so you can make connections.
Do people come from other colleges here?
My dad spent 6 months in hospital, in and out. He was quite seriously ill, at the end, before he died. I always said, I'm going to be a doctor, Dad. And he said, oh, well, I hope you get there. And it's like, I'm proving myself.
I did.
I was keen. 2 summers.
2 summers. Working with the nurses.
You didn't have to do that much.
No.
Eventually I really liked Oxford. It's somewhere I think I could study and do well. Probably for those reasons, I am going to apply next year.
Occasionally they let me do interesting.
I don't think I would apply there, no. Probably not. I wouldn't mind Liverpool or Manchester or, not far from home.
Good effort, that, Jim.
Brilliant. Did well.
Should be a better mischance.
Yeah. Well, I did everything right for you. Carved it open, pulled the ball back, and you kicked your left leg, didn't you?
So many times I've asked for the ball in the past, it's never come. And I constantly lost my composure. So what's it going to be? Staff team at your new school?
Yeah, I'll have to start that off, I think.
Is there not one at the moment?
No, there isn't. Just give me about 6 weeks, settle into the job. Get a pair of boots. Yeah, get a pair of boots, yes.
Will it be sponsored,
Perhaps
Jim?
have a whip round, eh?
I know, no, perhaps Ray can.
Yeah.
Perhaps the rugby team, the rugby squad can sponsor it. Yeah. I have to say that. With new staff next year, got 1 or 2 promising staff who I think could play.
Sure. Newcomers there.
I think we've strengthened the squad.